Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is officially my first ever proper sit down chit chat with you guys. This is actually mad nerve-wracking, even though there's no one in front of me. This is very, new to me, but as you can see, I'm in my comfy wear, so my green bottoms, my khaki top. It's not giving matching, but I'm very comfortable right now, and I'm in Nigeria, so I just thought I don't really need to dress up. As long as my hair looks decent, my face looks decent enough, let's just get it cracking. Just before we start this video, I just want to say a big major thank you to LUSIA just for sponsoring this video. They actually gifted me accessories. If you guys haven't seen my Insta post, I've actually been wearing the accessories in my Instagram post, and I have been wearing this chain throughout my trip in Nigeria. I have not taken off this chain once. I am a chain person. I have been washing, showering, everything in this chain. Normally with me, chains give me a rash, so I try to stay away from the cheap ones. This chain has not done nothing. Like, I've been wearing it every single day. I also have it in gold. I've been wearing the gold one to match my gold earrings. The jewelry does not crust, it does not mold, it does not itch, it does not get irritated. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing it, and me, I'm a simplistic, simple person. I don't like feeling like I'm wearing something or like feel like an irritation in it. I'm a silver person, so everything for me matches silver. I wish I asked them to send me the silver earrings instead of the gold ones. I'm just gonna even show you guys how it looks. If you can see it on me, it's just hanging so perfectly. Thank you, LUSIA, for sponsoring this video. Just to plug you guys, they are actually having an end of year sale from the 20th of December. 20% off the site on selected items. Don't even say I didn't plug you guys. If you like jewelry, not the one that crusts, not the one that spoils your neck, not the one that crusts on your neck, not the one that itches, LUSIA's for you. I actually did write down what I basically wanted to speak about, because I feel like I am someone, I am going to forget like the important things, and I'm genuinely being serious when I say I actually genuinely want to like talk and be honest and give you lots a bit, but I just don't want to give too much, because I just feel like once you give people too much, that's when they feel like they know you. And even though I do want you lots to know me, it's just scary. Like, I could say something proper vulnerable and everyone's be like, yeah, like, all my days. And then the next couple of days, the same thing that you lots were cheering me on about is the same thing that you lots could basically finish me for. So I did write down what I was going to speak about today, if you lots can see that. So I'm just going to kind of dive in. You lots know that I finished uni this year. So this year, May. So I'm officially done. I'm officially a graduated from doing criminology. I got 2-1, which I'm so proud of myself. I didn't even know if I was going to finish uni, only because like uni was very, very draining. I don't even want to say it's hard, because I don't think it's hard, but the workload is a lot. When workload gets a lot, I don't function properly. And you lots know I have a lash business which is doing pretty decent. When my mind is on something else, other thing doesn't matter. Like, I genuinely say I finished uni because of my parents. Like, I just wanted to give them that something. You know, African parents, just give them what they've been longing for. Growing up was not the easiest child. Like, I wasn't naughty, but I was very much, I'm outside. So that stressed my parents, especially my dad, because I'm a daddy's girl, a lot. So I just wanted to give them something that I could just like say, here you go. So that is generally why I finished uni. And obviously, yeah, like, just like, wow, I have a degree. Like, if I really need to fall back, if stuff hits the fan, I have a degree. Do you know what I mean? So it's also nice having that, qualification, that, that at the side. All through going, like, ending uni, I already knew what I wanted to do. Like, I knew I wanted to take social media full time, and I knew I wanted to do lashes full time. But that is hard. Like, saying it and thinking it is not the same as doing it. So I'm actually doing social media and lashes at the same time. But I feel like lashes has taken over way more. Lashes is making me my most money. Well, when I was seeing people on social media, like, in their bag, like, they're getting houses with their social media money, I thought, yeah, this is going to be me, I'm going to move out. When I'm 22, I'm going to have the money to move out. That is not the case. Like, I'm not even... at least let me even get my car first. Let me even just get my car. It's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot of people that are thinking, yeah, this is going to be me. No, like, everyone's journey is different. And I feel like nowadays, social media is so current. It's such a thing that it's harder for like individuals to genuinely stand out. I feel like my niche as of currently is not like, oh my gosh, like, this person stands out to me. And I'll say that with my chest, like, I vlog, like I do makeup videos, I do stuff that girls do on a day-to-day basis. Like, what is going to make me stand out where people can say, okay, I want to sponsor her enough where she can live off this bread? Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, you have to put two and two together and just kind of be smart. I was never going to cut off doing lashes fully until I knew that social media would make me my ultimate bread, and I just feel like it's not where it is right now. And because lashes is taking so much of my time, it's harder for me to post. And even when brands are reaching out, these people aren't trying to pay you the money that you deserve for the post. Big brands will have big money, and they're offering you chicken change. How you go, it's easy for them just to say, no, fuck it, I don't even want to work with you no more. So it's just kind of like, like, what do you really do? Do you sell yourself short, or like, do you just carry on going with like money you feel like that you don't deserve just to make money? And that's just not me. And when I'm doing lashes, I'm working for what I deserve. Like, I'm getting the money I deserve. So it's just kind of like, social media is not easy. Like, putting on makeup, sitting down in front of a camera, or just taking pictures, it doesn't come easy to me, especially like Instagram. So like, when I am putting in my effort, like, I want the money back, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, that's where I am right now. I've said to myself, this 2023, this is my last year doing social media. If social media doesn't take off for me, I don't want to say take off, because that's a stretch, because a lot of people that I've been watching, is now recently where their career is going to higher platforms, when it should have done that from before. So it's just kind of like, if I don't see it do a little jiggle, I feel like I'm going to go into full-time work, because I'm turning 22 this year. Like, life is not a joke. Money's not a joke. There's certain stability I want to be at a certain age. I know patience and stuff, like, I get it. But at the same time, I have to be smart with my life. Like, I don't want to be doing YouTube at 24 and I'm struggling. Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I feel like I'll always be at the side thing. If it doesn't work out this year, I'll always be at the side thing. But I don't feel like I can continue to make it the same thing, the main thing, if it doesn't provide for me what I want it to provide for me. Obviously, I need to do my part. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what I need to do in terms of like making time for social media and also making time for lashes, because I can't expect to be putting in 40 and getting 80. The next thing is friendship. Friendship, losing friends and understanding myself as a friend. So, cool. Alright, cool. How am I going to talk about this? So, this is not about nobody. Do not try to pin what I'm saying on anyone and or anything. Like, don't. But, friendship. Woo! 2022, yeah? Like, okay, let me just try to start from the beginning. So, I'm a type of person where, like, I feel like friendship is a lot for me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to talk about me first, because I feel like I haven't actually said it out loud. So saying it out loud might be better for me. Friendship is a lot for me. Like, growing up, so obviously I have two siblings. My sister and my half-brother, but my brother. And I didn't grow up with my brother, so I grew up with my sister. But she ended up going to Nigeria for school in my early stages of becoming a teenager. So we missed out for 4 years. Didn't really speak to my sister at all. Like, I didn't have a relationship with my sister. So it was basically me by myself, my parents, and whatever friendship I found outside of, do you know what I mean? I got into stuff early that I shouldn't have. For example, like boyfriends. Partying's okay, but just like, do you know what it is? I had an okay childhood. My childhood was lit, don't get it twisted, but I could have slowed down the pace a bit. But I went through stuff early. I've allowed my friends a lot. Like, sometimes I feel like, well, now I'm at the age where I just feel like I need to kind of like lay back a bit, because everyone has their own life and everyone's getting older. But I value friendship to the point where it's just kind of like, if I'm not receiving what I feel like I'm giving, I'm gonna feel it. Like, my friends know like how I am as a person. Like, I've had to meet them in the middle and they've had to meet me in the middle. I love too hard. I don't want to say too hard, I love very hard. In terms of like, I expect me from people and it's not fair. Now I'm at the age where I'm trying to get it and I'm trying to grasp it and I'm trying to like teach myself like, not everything's this deep, not everything's this, not everything's this. But I've grown up trusting a lot of people and then getting backstabbed. As of currently, like from uni, I can say I prided myself to be such a good friend. I don't know why, because nothing actually happened to me for me to like pride myself to be a good friend. I just said, no, I want to be a good friend to this person. Like, if this person is rocking with me, if this person's down for me, then I'm going to be a best friend to this person. Another thing is I trust too quickly and I give too quickly. We can be talking and you can tell me, oh, I need, like, something happened, I need a place to stay, I'll probably be one of the first people to offer you to stay at my crib, stay at my accommodation. If I was at home, I'll tell you to stay at my house. That's just the type of person I am. And it's not to get anything, it's just like that. I don't know what it is, that's just the type of person I am, and it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, sometimes with that, you don't get to learn the person for them, and the friendship rushes and then it breaks quickly. As of recently in 2022, I feel like I was there for a lot of people, and I felt like when it was time for them to be there for me in a way where I was there for them, it wasn't at that. Before, I would always want to speak about it, like tell them how I'm feeling. But it's just kind of like, I don't like teaching people how to be a friend, like, and especially when I've had so many conversations and nothing is changing, and it's just kind of like, what's the point? And with me, like, my emotions are high. Like, I'm a very emotional person. To save me the stress of even like causing myself distress now, like currently now in my prime now, I'd rather not say anything. I don't know, I feel like I have a lot to learn about myself, but I just feel like sometimes it's hard being me as a friend. You want to give so much to someone, but it's just kind of like, if you're not receiving it, what's the point of giving? And then it hurts me because I want to still give to that person, but it's just not fair on my end because I'm doing all the giving and I'm not receiving. Like, I know a friendship is not like a tit for tat, but a friendship is like a relationship. And I tell my friends this all the time, like, if you're my friend, you're my friend for a reason. Like, there's certain responsibilities and requirements you have as a friend. And don't get twisted, like, I'm not trying to monitor you or you monitor me, but like, in a relationship, there's certain requirements to have that relationship, and I also feel like that's the same with friendship. I feel like the problem I'm trying to deal with is like expecting too much and not receiving it and acting the type of way, and I feel like I need to get this together. I shouldn't be expecting too much from people in terms of like what I give to them, because some people aren't built like that. I'm slowly trying to grasp it. I feel like I'm always the bigger person. Like, if there's a situation, I'm probably going to pop up to talk about it, and I'm tired. Like, I'm genuinely tired of doing that. Like, sometimes, why can't I be on the other end? I like being around people that are for me and me for them. It's 2023. I'm really trying to, like, focus on myself. I feel like I don't put myself first enough, which is why I feel like I sometimes require more than necessary, because I feel like I don't love myself to the fullest, which is why I probably expect too much. I don't really need to be getting upset about everything, and I feel like that's what it is with me. Like, so this 2023, I promised myself I'm going to take myself out. I do still want to continue to pride myself to be like a good person to people, but I feel like I need to be a good person to myself first, because there's issues that I feel like I have that I need to deal with for a long-lasting friendship. Camera died, but I'm back. I don't know what it is, but 2023, like, I really, really want to bet myself. Like, it's kind of like I want to fix myself, because I do feel like I have my flaws. I definitely have my flaws. I don't know, I'm trying to learn myself this 2023. I was trying to do it 2022. Don't think I learned myself. Okay, relationship. Everyone has been asking me if I am still in a relationship, because I did make my relationship public. I used to post about it all the time, but the only thing is I never posted his face, thank God. And I will still never ever post anyone's face that I am speaking to in a relationship with or anything like that. It's just not me. I used to do it when I was younger, and it slapped me in the face because I definitely got cheated on publicly. And yeah, I just would never do that again. But yeah, I am no longer in a relationship. I would say it's been around like 6 months now. When I first became single, it was very hard for me, but at the same time, it's not like, how do I explain it? It's not like young love, because when I was younger, it was easier to be upset and be heartbroken for a very long time. And I feel like as you get older, you don't really have time to be upset. You kind of have to go with life, because life is generally going past you. Even the next day from the breakup, I had to go to work. Like, I have clients. I mean, it's not like a corporate job or like a 9 to 5 where I could just like call in sick and firm not getting paid. It's kind of like I have clients, so on top of not getting paid, I'm probably spoiling someone's birthday or someone's dinner. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I could even cancel. I don't really know where to start with this because I don't feel like I've sat down and that's a lie. I was gonna say I don't feel like I've sat down and actually spoke about my relationship. I literally did the whole surprise my boyfriend with me video, so I definitely did. With my ex, I feel like it was the right person, wrong time. The breakup was not ugly, and it wasn't a bad breakup. Like, I genuinely wish him all the best, and I know he does the same. He probably wishes me the best too. It's kind of sad because am I gonna dive into it? Okay, it's kind of like not a touchy subject anymore, but it's kind of just like I thought this was the one. Do you know what I mean? I thought this was gonna be my person, but that relationship definitely taught me how I should be treated. Like, I don't think I was in a relationship prior to that where I can say I want to be treated like this again. Like, this is how I want this person to treat me again. I don't think I've ever felt like that in my life. And I feel like after this relationship, I can wholeheartedly say, like, my next relationship with whoever, however, a lot of how he treated me, I want this person to do the same. And you don't really get that from exes. Like, sometimes it's just like you don't want to be treated like that. Like, you want to be treated better. Obviously, there's always better. You can always get treated better. Do you know what I mean? A lot of things he used to do for me. Hard. Girls, it's actually hard to find in these streets. Like, I genuinely don't want to date. So just to put it out there, I'm not dating, and I don't want to date for now, for a while, till I feel like, okay, I'm ready to date. I don't want to date anymore. But I don't know. God obviously put him in my life for a reason, because I know what I deserve and how I should be treated. Like, you know, it's just them little things like morning messages, night messages, evening messages, or just the little things like when you know you're going to be busy, you let that person know you're going to be busy just for the person's sanity. Like, a lot of reassurance all the time, like general reassurance, even probably like more than me. You don't realize a lot of that stuff till after. I don't know someone who could compliment me as much as my ex could. Like, I don't want to sound like, oh, my days I'm still upset, because I'm genuinely okay now. Like, there's still times where I'm just like, okay, I miss him and stuff like that, but I'm okay. But it's just kind of like, you know, when you've had a good person, it's like you can't change the fact that, wow, he was actually a good person. Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I know what I want for next time. And obviously everyone has improvements. Like, there is other stuff that I would want, but a lot of the stuff he was doing was like it for me. And I've always been that type of person to say, like, I obviously, every girl that's being gifted and whatnot, like, of course I do like being gifted, but I'm showing you lots, like, if you want like a good loving relationship, there is more to it than money. I'm just a loving person. Like, I need love. I love love. Enough of that and other things is enough for me. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why the breakup was so hard, because it's just kind of like you're losing someone that genuinely was a good person to you and that genuinely loved you. When it's like my other relationships where it's just like they cheat on me, it's just annoying. It's just, emotions are like, raw, another girl, okay, but this one is just kind of like this person was such a good asset in my life. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just kind of like, we should have just stayed friends so I can have like your friendship in my life, because he was, as well as like being a good boyfriend, he was like my best friend. Stuff that I could tell to my friends, I saved a lot of drama just telling him. It is hard in that sense of like, okay, losing a boyfriend and losing a friend, but I'm actually okay. But I've realized after the relationship that I don't love myself as much as I should. Like, yeah, I can go out, I can look nice, I can snap and and I could post, but what am I really doing with me after all of that? Even when people ask me, what do you like doing? I don't know what I like doing. I don't know. Like, it's the basics of like, yeah, going out to eat, but there's more to life to going out to eat. Like, I couldn't sit here and wholeheartedly tell you, yeah, I like doing this. Oh, I've tried this. I haven't like tried anything. I'm a comfortable person. If I like something, I like something. I don't really like trying anything new. And I feel like that's also another thing I want to do this year. Like, just try new things, experiment, like learn a bit about myself. Because I realized after my relationship, like, damn girl, you actually don't know a lot about yourself. Or like, damn, like, do you know how to be alone? Like, do you really know how to be alone? It's just kind of like, I feel like I don't, and I felt like I did. This is like the first period, obviously at our older stage, where it's just kind of like, okay, I'm by myself. What do I do now? And obviously I have my business and I have like social media, which is fine, but it's just kind of like, what else do I do now? Like, what else is there to do with myself? So it's kind of like that. Like, I don't have the best friends who are always like there for me, or like if I need someone to talk to, or if I just feel like sometimes I just get like random upsets or random downers, like they're always there for me. Like, no matter how long it's been, they're gonna be there for me. Sometimes it's just like, girl, like, stand up. But it's been a while now, but they get it. Do you know what I mean? They all get it. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I guess that's what it is with relationship. I was planning on posting it, planning on telling you guys I was single a while ago, but I didn't want to. I don't know why. It kind of just feels like, you know, them YouTube breakups, but mine's not a YouTube breakup because you don't know him, but it was still kind of like, okay, once I say it, it's kind of over in my head, and I feel like I was still holding on to it, but it's over. So I feel like that's why I wasn't like saying it, because I didn't know if I wanted it to be over. Do you know what I mean? But get real. Yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know. I'm trying to be a better version of myself, but it's hard, man. It's actually hard. Like, right now I'm just in the process of like trying to figure out life. I'm 21. I feel like I'm pressuring myself of a person that's like 25, but that is just how I am. I'm trying to take things day by day, but we don't have time to take things day by day. We don't have time. That's basically it. So your girl is single and I'm not mingling. Okay, my journey with God. Okay, church. God. I went back when I was 7, so college time, so second year of college, that's when I went back. I was going to my family church at the time, and at the time I was going through it. Like, I was dealing with one of my ex, so my ex. So this is someone that I lost my virginity to, and I was with for a while, and I let take me for an idiot, like a big fool. And it was very hard to let him go, even when he was doing things. Like, even when I should have let go a long time ago, I couldn't. I was holding on to their bloody life, and it was taking a big. It was taking like it was a big heavy weight for me. Like, I started misbehaving. I was being a brat, like, at home. Like, I just wasn't talking to anyone, or I was like self-isolating myself, or I was just making things hard for myself. And then there was one day, like, my dad was waking me up for church. I said, I'm not going. Like, huh? In an African household, I said I wasn't going. I said, yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going to church today. They're all confused, like, what's going on with this girl? I said, I don't want to go. I don't even know what it is, because sometimes my mum would let me off and say, okay, she don't need to come to church today. But that day, they was both not letting go. My dad was like, you're going to church by force, by fire. And I said, you can't force me in the shower. I don't even know. Ooh, even saying it, my mouth is twitching. How can I even speak like this? But I'm going to be real, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm not going. Like, you lot need to push me in the shower before I go. Like, you can't make me shower. You can't make me take off my pajamas. You can't make me take off my blanket, my duvet. Best believe my dad made me go to church. I don't even think I showered, yeah. And I think I took my duvet, but obviously they didn't let me come out of the car. They left me in the car, but they had a point to prove that they are gonna get me out of the house, whether I like it or not. So I was in the car, and I just started crying. Like, I just remember crying, just like, why is it always me? Like, why am I always getting heartbroken? Like, why do I feel like this? Like, why is it always me? And randomly, a boy, one of my friends that I've known for years, that I used to see him go to this church, obviously Spike, and he just posting about it. I didn't know it was SPAC at the time, so I didn't know what church it was. I messaged him. I messaged him and saying, like, can I come church with you next week Sunday? And I did. So it was just so random, because I was so on not going to church, and then I'm randomly asking the guy that has been going to church for years, can I go to church with him? And he said, yeah. So I went to church with him the following week. And that service, it actually genuinely changed my life. Like, I was in tears that service. And it's always like, God is always showing up for me at the right time, because he really directed that message to me at the time in that service to me. Like, I felt like, damn, I'm here for a reason. So after that, obviously, like, I was going to church a lot. I was spending time with God a lot. Like, even my friends could see, like, I was doing a lot of time with God. And then I left SPAC. And I left the church when I was in first year uni, like very early first year uni, so I just left. I leave everything in God's hands. So if you think I'm here to talk about any church or any person in a bad way, then move on to the next video, because that's not me. I genuinely feel like God puts me in situations for every reason, because the period when I was at church really, really helped me get over my ex, yeah? And trust me, the way I was feeling after, I felt like the strongest person in this life. It just made me feel like I don't know what it is, guys. I just felt really good. Like, I was in a whole different space from where I was before. Then I didn't go to church for 3 years, and I did lose touch with God. There was a situation in uni where I felt like I was, the devil visited me, yeah? It was really scary. So this was before COVID. So I remember that happening, and then luckily for me, if you guys know Nehi was in Leicester at the time, and I had actually been speaking to him prior, and it was always like trying to get me to come to church and stuff like that. And I messaged him and I told him what had happened to me in my room, and he came the same day. I remember he came the same day with another person, and he prayed in my room for like an hour, and like I couldn't step foot in the room before that. So he came and he prayed in my room for like an hour. If you guys know Io, like my best friend, he was staying with me till I was okay, and then everyone took it in turns to look after me. You would think that would make me go to church after. It made me spend a lot of time with God, and then I fell back off. So it's like with me and my God journey, it's always been an on and off thing, you know what I mean? But I know that I'm supposed to be a child of God. There's been too many signs and situations where I don't think I'm on the other side. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to be on the other side. So this 2023, so 2022, I started going to a church called like London. If you guys want to come, you can come. I'm not here forcing anyone to nothing. I go to a church called like London in London. I've been scared to go to churches. Like, how I am with churches, I've got a social anxiety. Like, I could stand in a church and I think everyone's watching me, and I feel like I can't worship properly, I can't pray properly, I can't be myself. I wouldn't even want to stand up. Like, it was really bad. Now it's better, but it was genuinely really bad until I get comfortable with the church, which is why I just feel like church will be a scary place for me. And I'm just thinking, why is church a scary place? Like, why do I feel like this? And it's just the devil trying to keep me away from church. My camera just stopped working, and then I came to my room because I just thought, you know what, I can't be bothered. Like, I've actually tried with this video and it's not going as planned, so I'm just not going to do it. But I just thought, you know what, I've actually filmed a lot, so let me just like finish it on a high. I just want to say, yeah, basically in a nutshell, I'm back in church, and this year is just basically me just like improving myself, working on myself, like putting myself first, but at the same time still being that loving person that I know myself to be. I don't want to shut down completely on everyone and not give just because I feel like I'm not getting. Sometimes I feel like God just makes people a certain way or puts people in others' lives in a certain position, and I don't want to ruin the assignment that I feel like God probably could have for me. This year is just about me learning myself and just, you know, going with life. I appreciate you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you again for LUSIA for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys Go and check them out. By the way, I just wanted to add, because I did not add it before, their packaging is really, really nice. I know I definitely added a snippet of their packaging. Their packaging for the jewelry was like nice and bougie and lush. I just wanted to add that because I learned me some packaging. If you did like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And just know I tried for you guys. This is like 5 AM. I should be sleeping. I'm tired. And I'm not, because I love you guys. But I'll see you guys in my next video.